Hello everyone, my name is GH Hurlbrink, and this is my C3 speech that will be going up on my blog post for Word 110. So, throughout the time when I was analyzing my space, which is Kroger Field, I really realized a lot of things. I realized, number one, how important that the analysis process really truly can be when you're doing a project such as this one. I learned a lot about myself and a lot about the people of Kentucky. But the most important thing was I learned that Kroger Field, though a football field and a place where people gather on SEC game days, is more than just the lines on the field. It's the small details of the stadium and the small things around it that really represent the state of Kentucky and represent this university so well. There's so much more to this place than just the lines on the field and a place where football is played. So some of the small details that I really ended up paying attention to were the statue and the artwork. Now, the reason I paid attention to the statue is a statue was recently built, and there are 4 men that are on this statue. These 4 individuals broke the SEC color barrier for football. So these 4 African-American individuals are honored outside of UK Stadium for all to see for what they have done. I thought this was a small thing, but it really showed what this state is about and where this university is going. The second was there's artwork all around the stadium that's representing the people, the season ticket holders, and the students of the University of Kentucky. One of the main things was there's a giant wall, a UK wall, that all the season ticket holders have signed. So it kind of brings everyone together on one piece of artwork, and I thought this was a small detail that really showed what this place was about. Now, why did I pay attention to these details? I paid attention to these because these details are Kroger Field. That was kind of the main thing that I had learned throughout this process. These details are really what represents what this space is all about. Eli Capilouto actually recently said that that statue really just shows that those 4 men were pioneers against injustice. Now, this is something that, of course, with the history of our country and the history of our university, we're trying to change, and all the athletes that are there now represent this. That's why these small details matter. I didn't think that they would, and I didn't think it was something that would come into play whatsoever, but they did. And what I learned through this analysis was that this place is not just a place where sports are played. It's a building, it's a space that represents so much more. As a former athlete, I came into this thinking, oh, cool, I get to look at the football field. But when I left, it was just completely different. It was almost mind-blowing how my assumptions about the space totally changed. I don't think of it as just a place where games are played anymore. I think of it as a historical place that represents Kentucky, that represents African-American athletes, and that also represents all the people of Kentucky, such as season ticket holders, throughout all the artwork around the stadium. So essentially, in the end, what I really wanted to kind of come together and make sure everyone understood was that I became more intelligent, I feel, throughout my analysis process. As Albert Einstein once said, the measure of intelligence is one's ability to change. And I think I really, really changed my thinking and my mindset about what a stadium and what Kroger Field really can be throughout this process. I learned what this community was all about. I learned that the field doesn't just represent the players now strapping on their helmets on Saturdays. It represents all those who came before them and all the hard work that they had to put in way back into history, even breaking racial color barriers. My final takeaway is that you can never judge a book by its cover. A very cliche saying, but it's something that represents my experience and my analysis process perfectly. I came in thinking I was going to be looking at a stadium, a place where sports are played, and I walked away thinking of it almost as a museum or a shrine to those of the past and those people of Kentucky. Thank you.